In this Hack Week, I wanted to play with the technologies Progressive Web Apps and Action Cable. I built this dummy web page which represents the Xing events section. We can see that we have the first page explaining what are Xing events, and we can have a look at the events taking place in Munich. We can also have a look at the details of the event. So this is great, but what happens if we don't have any internet connection? Let's say that we disable internet and we try to visit like another page, for example, this one. So we see there's no internet. But if we go to our our Xing event page, we can go to the main page, we can navigate through the web page, and we can check the details of an event. So that was pretty cool because now your users can access the content of your web page without having internet connection. I also play with the technology Action Cable from Rails. This technology offers the possibility that users receive information without them refreshing the page. So they receive live information. Let me show it. So I created like 3 rooms so users can get in and they can send a message like in a chat. And what happens if another user sends a message in this chat? I am sending the message from my laptop, and here we go. Without the user doing anything, he can read the content. This is pretty cool for users because they can get live content without them refreshing the page or going to a link. To wrap up this presentation, let me share with you what I've learned. Regarding progressive web apps, there are 3 main keys. So you can make your web page work offline. They load extremely fast because everything is cached, and you can send your users web push notifications so that you can engage them to be back on your application. Regarding the technology, it relies on the native browser APIs which already exist, like the push API, the subscription API, and so on. Workbox is an amazing tool from Google that it kind of bundles all these APIs together. And this technology relies heavily on service workers. The challenges of this project was mainly integrating progressive web apps with React, which developers are still working on this topic. Action Cable. Action Cable has been around since Rails 5, so it's pretty mature. What it's not that clear is to integrate it with React, because the documentation of Action Cable is just for like Rails monolithics. So moving forward, there's a ton of things to do. You can work on the web push notifications and on the images, but the most important thing is like to integrate Workbox to React. So that was it. I hope you liked the presentation. Thanks for your attention, and you can have a look at the notes, of course, offline.